So the final score then at the Quattro-Tech Westwood Road, St Ives Town 1, Barwell 1. Joining me now is the Ives manager, Marheineke. Ricky, you had it all written down. It's about so it's difficult one to take, and you lose out. But when Michael Richens steps up and does that in the last minute or the last kick of the game, you must be pleased.
He does one a season. He loses about 30 balls over the fence throughout the season, putting them over and wide and what have you. But yeah, it's a great strike, wasn't it? And I think the celebration said it all, how much it meant to the players. The last couple of weeks has been an absolute slog. The journeys away from home, 2 midweeks, the suspensions, illnesses, injuries. The squad's been depleted. We've played some top teams during that period, and performances haven't been great. And we've been, we've had the adversity we've had to deal with in that last couple of weeks. Today was about just trying to get a positive result and trying to build some momentum going forward. And I thought, when that goal went in, you could see what it meant to the players, and I'm delighted for them, because I think, although the performance, I think the first 15 minutes and 15 minutes at the end, we didn't play particularly well. I thought for the middle part of the game, we dominated the game, we dominated possession. I thought we played some good football. We just didn't defend our box well enough for the goal, and I don't think we were clinical enough in their box with the opportunities that we created, but we certainly didn't deserve to lose today. So.
Yeah, I was going to say you sort of took a while to go into the game. I don't know if maybe Barwell started better, but the chances kept coming, didn't they? Once you did, get into the game. Johnny Edwards had an effort in the first half. Second half, you say, chances came as well. Goals allowed as well. So on reflection,
I think we had, Ed Hotter's press across the Johnny Edwards, poor touch, the header that gets cleared off the line. We had a couple of really good chances in the first half, but weren't clinical enough. But the first 15 minutes we had to defend a lot of balls into our box, a lot of crosses. We've struggled in that area the last couple of weeks, so it was important. And I think refreshing for the players to come out on top in that part of the game today, which was pleasing. But yeah, we weren't clinical. And I think the second half, I don't think either team deserved to lose. But I don't think that, on balance of play, I thought we dominated for a longer part. We just weren't ruthless enough. Johnny Edwards, Tyrone, where he gets that one across the front of the goal at the beginning of the second half. The frustrating thing was we conceded when we were on top, and then we lost our way with the last 15 minutes when we started just to go long, and we stopped passing the ball, and we needed a goal, and it didn't look like one was going to come. So it was a great strike to equalise. So yeah, look, we'll take the point. It feels more like a win than it does a point, scoring so late on. I think, like I said, you can see the reaction for the players and what it meant to them, and how much they didn't want to lose today to try and build some momentum after the last couple of weeks. So I think all in all, it's been a positive response for them from the last 2 weeks. I think the performance was better, another point on the board, and it gives us something to build on going forward.
And disappointed with the goal, but you conceded all around? Or?
Yeah, always disappointed. I think the lad just gets between two players. We seem at the moment not to do enough defending our box, but I think we limited them to, they hit the crossbar, then they had the header just before the goal. So they had 3 quick chances within about 2 minutes. So we have to just, in those periods of the game, be better, manage it better, stop crosses into our box, especially second phase attacks. But look, there's no easy games in our league. You look at Barwell at home and you go, oh, you've got to be winning them games. No, you haven't. I think Barwell are a decent side. King's doing a good job. They've got a couple of exceptional players, especially in forward areas. They've stopped conceding goals. So look, it was a tough game. I think our performance was worthy of a point, and we'll take the positives, which there was many, and we'll look forward to building on it for next week.
You touched on the fact that obviously it's been a tough run of away games and so forth, blighted by illness, unavailability, etc. Is that sort of improving now, the illness in the camp?
Yeah, Nabs was suspended today, so he'll be back for next Saturday. Ed Hotter starts a 2-game suspension. Kenneth Hickinson's loan's up, so we'll have to see what the situation is with Peterborough, whether that gets extended. Charlie Johnson's injured, got a knock, so we'll see how far away he is. Hopefully he'll be back for next week and be in training this week. We might need to bring in a couple more faces, but at this time it's a difficult period with 9 games to go. Who's going to leave and come to swap clubs at this point? We'll just have a look, but I think that the most important thing from today is that the squad, having Enoch back, having Miles Cowling back, them two getting some minutes, I think it was important that we just got a positive performance and a positive result, and I think for large parts we did. And the result, obviously, scoring so late on, it feels more like a win than it does a draw.
Spoke about loan play, but you mentioned Ben Tozan. Is he looking to sort of?
I think we've got Tozy for another couple of weeks,
right.
And then we'll just have to see where he is with that. But we've got obviously Miles, Kellen, Tozy, Kieran Higgs, and Daji, so it's difficult to go into the loan market when you've got 5 already, because you can't name more than 5 in your matchday squad. So signing players permanently at this stage of the season is tough, but we probably do need a face or two to come in, and we'll look at the squad and see which areas we might need to do that in, and potentially look to do it this week.
You talk about James Dadge, obviously James Goff coming back in from St Neots for him today, who he's injured, yeah?
James Dadge's he injured his thumb on Tuesday night. But look, Goffy's been waiting patiently, and he played 30 odd games at the start of the season and done really well, and unfortunately lost his place, and James come in and done really well, and now Goffy's back in. It's about him staying in, and I thought it was a hairy moment where one went through his legs. Yeah. But apart from that, I thought he had a really good game. I thought, especially the punch where he came in, it was a great decision. I thought his kicking was good, his handling was good. So he slotted back in there as if it was the start of the season. So hopefully he'll continue to do that and finish the season strongly.
Just briefly, but 2 away games come up: Basford and Stourbridge. For latter, you haven't played at all yet this season, and we've got them on the reverse fixture a week later. How do you sort of see those 2 games going?
Same as every other game. Tough. Basford are big and strong, and brought in a couple of good players in the last couple of months, so that'll be a tough test for EG. And then Stourbridge, they're a giant, a sleeping giant in our league. Probably massively underperformed from where they would want to be, and the infrastructure and the resources they've got. But we've got 9 games left. They're all winnable. If we don't play well, you could get beaten them all. So we probably need another 6 points minimum to be guaranteed of safety, and we'll be looking to try and get them as quick as we can and finish the season strongly.
Cheers, Ricky. Thank you.
Thank you.